Hey, what's up, Resistance? Yeah, it's me. Long time no see. My fault. No excuses. I'm not going to sit here and make up any. So uh, we're going to. I hope to get back into the habit of making videos, people. Right now, I mean, I don't know. Got discouraged there for one at one time, and anyway, just drop it. Just forget it. This is one of the videos that I used to do called What's in the Box. And usually these videos consist of items that pertain to prepping and or firearms. And this what this one is. It will be a firearms video. And firearms and prepping kind of go hand in hand to a point, I guess you could say. Uh, just depends on the uh, situations you prep for. Uh, some people prep for potentially job loss or something like that, which no, firearms wouldn't really be part of that. But some people prep for uh, devastation, attack, a war, civil unrest, all kinds of reasons. You know, they're all out there. Just take your pick. Okay, but today I've got a what's in the box, and I have two items actually. One I will go into a little bit more detail because I will be doing another video on that one in particular. But here's the first one, people. And this one, it is a Ruger. Uh, and it is a pistol. This is what's in the box. You get sticker. Well, I mean, stickers are cool, you know. Take them, put them on your toolbox, your back of your laptop, you know, anywhere you want people to see something. Here you have a encouragement to join the NRA, which I am not planning on doing. You get a thank you with a coupon. You get another accessory, whatever this is, from the department store I bought this at, which I buy 90% of my firearms. Hold on just one second. I'm going to pause this. I do apologize. My phone was vibrating, and I see I somebody, you know, coming in on our in the door or something and interrupting this. Okay, another like I do purchase most of my firearms at Academy Sports. Uh, I've had great luck with them. Not never really been dissatisfied on any of the products. Uh, there is one practice that I don't like, and that's when you do look at a firearm there. I mean, they'll give it to you, you know, you can hold it, you know, caress it and all that stuff like that, you know, do whatever you do. But you cannot dry fire there. They have these trigger locks on every firearm there, which I get it, you know, I get it, but you still, when you buy a firearm, you really like the dry fire this thing. You know, you want to feel that trigger and all that stuff like that and everything. But unfortunately, there you cannot unless you. I mean, I don't know. It might be a company policy. They may get in trouble if they allow you to do that. I don't know. But anyway, another thing that's in the thing with most of the Rugers that I have bought before is you get if you own a Black Hawk or one of these kind of pistols here, if y'all can read that, there is some type of update or something on these, uh, and they're apparently giving away and installing a, a piece on here. I don't know. I don't own one of these type of firearms people, so I don't know. And you get the owner's manual. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the firearm out here. This is it. This is a Ruger 1911 chambered in 9mm. I'm gonna remove the magazine. Okay, steel magazine. You get two of these, and with all 1911s or 90% of the 1911s that I've seen, true 1911s, single stack mags, and this is a compact version, people. So it's like I say, single stack mags. I think eight rounds, 9 rounds. it does not specify. I'm going to say, I'm going to say 8 plus 1, just to be on the safe side. Maybe 9 plus 1. It is empty. Now, like I say, this is a 1911 compact version. This is a small 1911, chambered in 9mm. And you got a lot of these people out there say, "Oh well, it's not true 9mm. It's not chambered in 45." Okay, the caliber does not determine what the firearm is. Okay, the it's the components. It's the way that the firearm is designed. And release this here. I don't like the hammer being up. Okay, hammer is down. This is got a hammer. Skeletonized. The trigger is the same. And you have a safety here. You know, you have to squeeze that in order to fire this gun. You have another safety up here, which with the hammer down, I cannot. So we will bring that up. Okay, now you see this. This right here prevents, you cannot do nothing with that, okay? But you can flip that down. And like I say, this gun is empty. You know, you're squeezing it. You know, you have to squeeze this gun correctly to fire it. It's like all 1911s. And there you go. This thing has a stiff trigger. It does take a little bit of force to pull this. Not much, but a little bit more than most 1911s that I've dealt with. Okay, now this has a multicolor design. This is, I don't know if the computer does it justice or not, but this is more of a, has a greenish tint to it. You know, then you have the Ruger emblem here. You've got Ruger made in USA on this side. Your pertinent information such as serial number, caliber, and all stuff like that. I'm going to try to move this in a little bit. If anybody's familiar with the Ruger design, it is on the handle of this. This is a nice little compact carry. Sights, it's got real robust type sights on it, you know. I mean, nothing, you know, elegant or anything like that, but I mean, they're nice, you know. Something that somebody like me with vision issues can deal with. There's something I've noticed on this gun, and I'm not sure what it is. And I don't know if you can see that little place right here, and how I'm not sure what that is about yet. I will figure it out. And like all 1911s, you know, disassembly is, I'm assuming, this may be a little different to disassemble, people. I will have to get into this. Now, for what you're getting in this gun is priced a little on, not, it's not way out, you know, it is over $1,000. So I think, you know, doing that, I think a few more of these could have been available. I think maybe a options like you get plates for if you want to put optics on it, different type of optic on this thing. You know, some base plates and stuff like that. You know, maybe that's something that could have been added to this. But basically, you get the required locking device. You get the cute little piece of plastic that comes with it, so you can stick that inside the barrel and keep it the bolt open. And you get the 2 magazines along with the sticker. Maybe even a blow molded case instead of this plastic deal, which is actually apparently intended for multiple firearms instead of just this one. But anyway, That's it, people. If you like 1911s, if you like the compact 1911s, maybe this is one you could look at. Check it out. I mean, like I say, I'm not unhappy with it. I have yet to fire this, uh, and we will get a range day set up and get that done. And this will be my wife's carry gun. So there you go. She liked it, so therefore it was purchased. And that's all for this one. Now, let me put this stuff up here. We'll roll on into the other item that we'll show on. Place this out of the way. And this next one is a unique pistol. This is not one that you would want to use as a self-defense pistol, people. That compact 1911, fine, perfect, carry it on your side. Depending on when it is, if it's during the work week, I carry a 40 caliber. It's pretty rugged. It's in a rugged holster. On the weekends, I carry a Hellcat Pros in a leather holster. More comfortable, all that stuff like that. But this next one is not one that you would want to carry daily. And this is the case for it, people. I mean, it's almost like a little mini toolkit. Now, people would say this is overkill. Okay. This is the Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum. This is a beast. Now, it is, I'm going to unload this right here, people. Okay. Okay, this gun is currently unloaded. Now, this is, yeah, y'all can see, there's nothing in there. Now, this is the biggest pistol made. Some people will argue with the fact that they make bigger caliber gun pistols. I mean, let's just cut through that right now. The 500 is a true pistol. What makes it that? This bullet, smooth side casings, slightly tapered ridge on the base. It's packed with a fast burning powder because this thing packs a punch, people. This particular round here, let me get this is a Hornady, 300 grain. Trying to see if I can see the actual. This thing 2,075 feet per second. This thing is moving, people. This thing is moving, and that's at the muzzle. At 50 yards, we're 1,865, and at 100 yards, we're 1,708 feet per second. This bullet moves. This is an expensive bullet. Like I say, these are Hornadys. You're not going to go to your local big box store and pick up a box of these. They come in boxes, 20 rounds each. That's all I found them in anyway. Well, no, let me tell you wrong. I did find some that's in 12 rounds, but I was not interested in that. This particular type was 80 bucks for 20 rounds. Now, to give you a comparison, pretty much everybody's familiar with the 9. Wow. Everybody's pretty much familiar with a 9mm round. Okay, this is a 9mm. Common, probably the most common pistol round there is. And you compare that with this, just I could just please don't fall. Okay, yeah, I'm sure y'all can see that. That's what it is. Now, people, why have such a beast of a pistol. All right, let's go over a few things first before I go into that. If you notice, I have removed the sights, particularly simply because I am going to mount an optic on this. Now, I think I have them right here. This is the rear sight, you know. Now, you look at it, you think that thing's bent. It's not bent. It's made like that for a reason. It slides in. There's a little catch back here at the back, and it will catch that little silver piece. And then we'll push this down and put the screw right here. It's just one screw that holds this thing in, then it's locked in at the back. Now, when you are removing this type, you only have to take that screw out, people. Do not take this back screw out. I mean, you can, fine, you know, if you do, but you're going to have to readjust your sights if you ever go to put this back on. With this right here, nothing's moved. You just remove that, put it back on, and you're good to go with the original setting that you had. Put this back in the back. Like I say, that is off simply because I am going to put an optic on it, and if you notice, there is 3 screw holes there. Those screw holes need to be cleaned out, which I did. I took it to the shop, put a little bit of brake cleaner in there, compressed air, cleaned them out and everything, and had it ready. Now let's go into some of the specs of this gun. It has a nice, comfortable rubber handle on it. It's basic. The hammer is textured, so you can get a good grip on it. The sight on the upper here, that sight does glow, and as you can see, it is ported. Okay, the cylinder release is on my side. I'll show it to you here, right here, and all you do is, there you go, and it's out. This thing holds 5 rounds, and that's all you're gonna get in one of these things. If you want to, empty casings, you push that, it ejects it out, or if you want to unload the gun just like I did, then they all dump out. This is a heavy gun, people. Now, as far as the whys, you would have something like this. Okay. Well, first is if you're into big game hunting and you want a challenge, this will give it to you. Some people also live in an area that is habitated with aggressive, full-grown animals that can come after you. You got your bears, your grizzly bears, moose, stuff like that. Those animals. And as we've all seen here recently, that guy got hammered by that big ass buffalo. It cleaned his clock pretty good. I guess he's still alive. I don't guess that thing trampled him. If I understand correctly, he did suffer a lot of broken bones. I'll point out a few more things about this, and I'll get off the gun part of it, and I'll show you what comes in the box. You have the icon right here. You have another one up here. That one just states Smith & Wesson. You got the Smith & Wesson 500. You got your serial number stuff right there. On this side, you got up here on the barrel what it is, the 500 S&W Magnum. This is a double action. You can fire it that way, or you can hammer it back and fire it. This thing has a very, very light trigger, people. I don't know how to. You see that trigger barely moves. It's insane light. If you are using something such as this in a defend your life moment, you better hope you get it on the first round, because it's going to take you a little bit to get back on target for a second shot. Uh, this is not something you're going to sit there and pop off the wrist. No, you need to hold this thing with two hands with all you've got. Now, I'm a big dude. Like I say, I've not fired this yet, but I've got enough sense to understand that I need to prepare myself mentally of what I'm getting ready to shoot when I do shoot this thing. Um, so that's pretty much that as far as the pistol itself goes. I do want to point out the grip. You know, it is grooved, very, very comfortable. Uh, they, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, you can get a prop for this thing. Uh, I don't know the actual weight on it, but I'm gonna tell you, this is a heavy, heavy gun, and it has to be. It is the biggest production pistol round they make. Uh, so there's that. Now, what do you get in the box? Okay, this is some type of cap that come inside the cylinder. I guess it's just a protective device, and little wax paper. Uh, this comes with a blow mold case. I mean, I think all firearms should be coming in this type of case. I do not believe there's nothing under this section. I think it's all underneath the other one. Yes, this this is another safety block that they had on the gun that goes on the front sights. Um, you have, get this out of here. Uh, this is the purchase where I got it at. You get a sticker. You get another sticker. You get, that was a receipt. California's got to let everybody know. You know, I could care less about California people. I don't care about their gun laws. I don't care about their state. I don't care nothing about California. Period. Uh, all I say is, you get what you vote for. You come with the safety instructions. Oh, another thing. This is an X-frame revolver. Whether or not that means anything to y'all or not, I do not know. But a lot of X-frame stuff has to do with the way this is made and stuff like that. This is just basically your instruction manual. You get, let's see what else we got here. These are little tools, I believe, that are for, like I say, I've not really got to deal with this that much. For this device here, this ported piece, I will need, as a matter of fact, let me see what we got here right quick. Maybe I can just make a quick discovery. Anyway, I'm going to say it's in this book somewhere, people. I'm just not sure exactly where, but the compensator is removable, and I'm just not finding it. Anyway, there is mystery tool. Another one of them, which I don't care about. Another one of them, which I have a stack of. And I get it loose. This is an additional compensator that it comes with, which I may install. I'm not sure. I think this one, the grooves in this one are gradual. You know, they up toward the front, which will be this side, they're bigger, and as they go back, they get smaller. I don't know exactly what the reason is for that, but before I install it, it's something that I will research and go from there. And that's pretty much all that's in the box of this particular pistol. Now, value of this gun. What did I pay for this gun? It exceeds $1,500. Then you got your tax and all that stuff like that. There were some discounts available and all that. But by the time I was all said and done for this particular gun, it was, I will tell you right now, I'm not ashamed. That is not it. It's one of the reasons you do these is so you will know what kind of money you're looking at. Okay, let's see. It was marked at $1,529.99. I got a discount for using my Academy card, and after tax, and there's also a manufacturer's discount on here. So it looks like I basically got $95 off altogether. So my total cost was $1,439. So is that bad? Some people would say yes, that's absolutely terrible. Would I agree with them? I mean, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a big, beefy, heavy revolver, this is the way to go. There are other companies besides Smith & Wesson that makes these, and I do know that Taurus makes one. I'm not going to sit here and down Taurus on this particular gun because I don't know about it. I do have a few Taurus pistols. I don't have a problem with them. I've never had a problem with Taurus. I've never really had a big issue except for one brand of pistol, and I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not here to badmouth the company, but anyway, that's what that is, people. So, like I say, big gun. This is the one to consider. If you live in an environment where outside predators can be a danger to you, this is one that will stop. There is not an animal on the earth that can look at you and shrug his head after getting hit with this thing. This this is not, you got a bear coming at you and you hit him with one of these. It's going to be like a little bee sting to him probably, unless you place that thing dead perfectly and all the stars and planets are aligned correctly and you get it right. And it's probably not going to happen, people. But with this, yes, you will be successful as long as you can aim and shoot the first time. Getting a second round off, I don't know how that's going to work. But like I say, this is primarily designed for hunting purposes, people. If you're a big game hunter and you want a challenge, maybe this is something you can look at. But anyway, that's what I've got for today. I'm going to later, I will be putting an optic on this, which is what I'm prepping it for. I do want to share that with y'all, and if you're interested, keep them, just watch for it, and we'll go from there. I did run into some issues with the first optic attempt. I will post a picture of that particular thing here shortly, and anyway, that's it. Y'all have a good one. Stay low, stay ready.